Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, well, you never really know what we're going up to in videos. We're baling at the minute, so just about to head off. Eric is gone, but rather than doing another baling video, we will show you some other bits that's going on. We are officially in heatwave conditions now, and looks like it could go on for longer than a week, which is good for crops, not good for man, but we'll survive. We will survive. So shirts are up. But what I wanted to show you first of all, Father Phil is working here at her old trailer. Trailer has had many names over the years. It was called the Butter Box. I've always known it as Fergal, but this is a home-built trailer. So the original chassis that is on it, my Uncle Ian put together. It then split. Father Phil was showing me. She split there. So then he reinforced it, put extra channels in it. And at that time it was a timber trailer. And then when the timbers were kind of gone, it got sent off to a man called Fergal. That's why I always called it Fergal. And then he reinforced it and built a whole steel body for it, which you may remember seeing in some of my older videos. It got parked because the axle that was under it, which I don't see here, so they must have brought it inside to the scrap, was like a big old axle off some old kind of lorry outfit, no brakes. It was just one of them big old hurting things, and she was shocking. The last lot of years I've been listening to, we need to change that axle. That axle is not, it's just not up to the crack, and it got parked for a while. But Father Phil has decided, while the rest of us are all baling, he's all his spraying done, waiting for crops to ripen now. I think next up is the combine header has to come in, but he said he seen this axle in Johnston's when he was in, I don't know why he was in for, but he seen it in the pound. He said that'll do us rightly. Break an axle, break this, a whole lot, a reasonable set of tyres with the axle. So I don't know whether these will fit under the trailer when the body's back on it, but they were the tyres that was on it. And he says, you know what, it's been hankering on him to do it in a long time. So he cut out the old axle, he's welded in the new axle, so we'll now have trailer brakes on this. This trailer takes the full of the Massey 40 combine harvester, full of the tank, doesn't take any more, but it also has silage size, so if the old harvesters come out, it's handy for that. But it's a handy little trailer. I really enjoyed using it when we were using it, because it was a solid trailer, but we quit using it because of the old axle. So he's that in now. He's just gone to get bits of steel because he just wants to put a few extra bits on just to hold it. Now she's not sprung, as you can see. She never was. She was just a solid welded axle onto it. But he's gone to get bits of steel just to strengthen that up, and I think it's more just strengthening around the axle. That's what he's doing. So hopefully we'll catch him later on putting the body back on it and just kind of seeing the final thing. So he's also welded on a new hook on it, and if I'm putting a new stand on it as well. I don't see there's the old hook. The old hook, I can tell you, has got some wear on it. Like, I don't know, can you see? There's a fair bit of wear. So he just said he changed that while he was at it. So, but yeah, at the end of it, we'll have another solid bit of a grain trailer there. So that's what Father Phil's at. I'm going to go chase Eric after the baler. We've 2 jobs to do today. 150 odd bales, so not too bad. So we should be back. And we get a few other bits and bobs done. I'm not going to film the baling. You've seen baling in the last video. So it's one of these things when you're making videos, is trying to keep it fresh and exciting. You know, it's hard when you're not here to see the work going on at this, when you're just away baling, and you can't just keep putting up baling videos, because you've seen one baling video, you've seen them all. I'm going to get me pink sunglasses and I'm going to tip on. So we're just out here in the bog looking at a bit of turf that we have cut. It's ready for footing now. So I suppose anyone who doesn't know what turf is comes out of the land, dig up the ground, you get some good peaty soil, good stuff, and then this is your turf. So it needs to be footed to dry out, so it's still a bit soft of itself. So we get some young lads up, so we're not going to do it ourselves, and you more or less, you just stack them into piles like this here. And when they're stacked like that, it lets them dry out, and when they're dry, you bring them home. So yeah, pain in the whole of a job. You more or less just keep going like that. That's how Ireland keeps itself warm during the winter in a lot of places. Yeah, we call bay turf this year just because turf shed at home is getting very empty, and mother wanted to get some cuts, so we got a bit of bank and we got a bit cut. This weather now, there won't be long drying out, rearing, and it won't be too long before they're ready to come home. We're just back in the farm shop shed, and we have a new machine for this year.
I'm spraying the alcohol because that's not ours.
Oh, which was in the background? Oh, that was my sister had a party. Anyways, so this machine here is a new machine to us, and I should have shown you before I ate it, but then I was like, oh, I probably should show this. But anyways, anyone who's been to New Zealand during the summer will know that every road has a sign saying real fruit ice cream everywhere. We were there, we seen it, oh, he enjoyed it, we said we're bringing it back to Longford. So we bought ourselves a real fruit ice cream machine. So for those of you who don't know what is a real fruit ice cream, you put vanilla ice cream in there, you put some strawberries in there, you pull the handle, it mixes it all together, and then you put it into a cone or a cup. We're just deciding which we're going to do, cones or cups, because it's a little bit tricky to get it out. Yeah, I should probably show you. You might be able to see in there. It's literally frozen strawberries and ice cream mixed together, and it is gorgeous. So we'll be doing real fruit ice cream for the sunflower patch, which should be open the first weekend in August, maybe last weekend in July, depends on how they get on. If you want to be able to find out when that's going to be, go ahead over to Stewart Family Farm Longford Instagram page, and you'll keep up to date there. But yeah, and also local strawberries off McCormick's Fruit Farm in Coal Hill in Longford. So, and then hopefully we're going to get some local ice cream then as well. But at the minute we're just got stuff out of Valley just to. Is it? Oh, it's the same stuff, isn't it? It is actually. It's ice cream is from Cavan. So we're trying to get figured out what's the best way of doing it in that. But let me know in the comments, have you had real fruit ice cream, and would you like to see it, because that machine is going to be running. Or it's very, very nice. Next up on the list, and I do have to go back baling. One of our customers there went to road, he wasn't going to bale it till tomorrow, and it's like hay, which was the last job I baled today. It was more or less like that too. So he wants to get baled up this evening. But I want to get my grass seed out on the paths that have mulched in the sunflowers, because we want to have grass sown so that we have a bit of structure on the path for when people get that far. Now with the weather, there's a high likelihood that the grass seed may not germinate, but it will germinate when it rains. But we're going to shake it, we're going to roll it. If we get enough dew, it might come. The ground out there holds moisture quite well, so the ground isn't dry enough that it should, if it did germinate, that it'll burn. But we just need to get out, and if I wait till we get rain, we're 2 weeks further on, and it's not going to be next or near established to be of any use. So we'll go do it. Might be in vain, but I have to give it a go anyways. And the mulcher, flying, super job. Well, we're finished with it, so maybe next week we'll have to go mulch the paths again, or the paths through the pumpkins again, I'd say. But anyways, go upon this thing. Oh, it is warm. So we just have a generic grassland mix: Aberbawn, Abergain, Grace Hill and Aberherd. So I won't take the full 20 kilos, but we'll just peg in the bag anyways. We're going to be working with the machine in ground drive because we do not want a widespread pattern. We want it just in the path, which is the width of the 35. A grass barrow would be a better idea, but I haven't found a cheap one yet, and generally speaking a cheap one is probably one that's not a whole lot good. So we'll go with this method to do the job. We'll just have the whole bag in it because we're needed to do the maize paths, but with the maize it's not just level enough, it's quite uneven from the zone of the putting in the plastic, and it's quite aggressive the turning in of the clay onto keep the film down so it's actually very ridgy. So we'll have to get a harrowed, which I think we're going to start into that tomorrow morning in the cooler end of the day. But we need to get that done. So this, whatever's left over can stay in this. All I gotta do is just drive around the path, which is about 400 meters, I think. In or around that. So, anyways, go do it. And we're just out with the sunflowers, and there is actually a bit of grass coming in it. I mulched it, was a week ago. So there's actually a bit of grass there, so we run the topper through it. That might thicken now, where it's not. See the bits there that's not thick. The grass seed is going out to do the job. So how do I know how much is going out? It's a finely tuned setup, so it is. You just let the rust holes that's wore into it let out the bit of grass. So she's in ground drive, and what ground drive means is as the wheel turns in the tractor, the PTO is turning out at the same rate. So that's more or less. It's not going to shake it out too far. You can kind of see it there. Might be able to see it there coming out. So, and we'll come along and then roll that in so if you get contact with the ground, and then hopefully a bit of a heavy dew. There was a fine old dew last night, and we'll then get it germinated and spur it into life, and hopefully it will come up. But it's not too bad. There's actually, I'm surprised by how much grass seems to be coming there as it is, so we will have something there anyways. The sunflowers aren't going to be as tall as last year, I don't think, but they're coming along nicely. Lovely thick crop of them there. So still a good bit off flowering now. There's no signs of any flowers as of yet. So we'll keep an eye out. As soon as we get to about 20% flowering, that's when we'll open her up. So chat. Happy days. And a bit done. Troy's just going out there now to roll the paths. So we have a roller there. It is a heavy roller now. That's one thing about it. No, it's not. It's not just the width of the tractor. It runs kind of in between the wheels. So it's about a 4-foot roller, maybe less. But it's a heavy roller. It does a good job on the paths. Just to push down any stones, leave it a bit firmer. So he's got to do it twice, just make sure it's good. And we get good seed contact to the soil, and we'll see what happens with it. Might come, might not. But there is some grass there, so it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't, that's not a lot of grass seed. If it doesn't. So whatever. Time for me to go baling. So I think I'm going to leave the video at that. Random bits and bobs of a video, but that's kind of it. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything that's really going on. You think you nearly have it all done, and then there's another, and there's more, and there's more, and there's more. Oh, it's good to be busy, and it's not as warm as it was the last time, so that is a bonus. So okay. Hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Wednesday and Sunday. That's it for me.